What's up, guys? It's Chadlantis. I want to do another video to show you the location of Xur, which is in the cantina area, the far right corner of the map for the tower. It's basically spawn in, go to the right, go to the shipyard, back down the stairs, and over here, yonder, you'll find him. So let's see what Xur has for us this day, right before Christmas, almost. Yeah, this is the last Xur before Christmas, and he has the Hard Light, the Achillophage Symbiote, the Heart of the Praxic Fire, and the Insurmountable Skull Fort. And then for the Year 1 Legacy Engram, it's the special weapon, which these do contain the House of Wolves weapons, which previously were only obtainable through the Elder Cipher. If you do through the Prince of Elders by being Skolos and all that stuff. These Legacy Engrams can contain those three weapons, which is the Queenbreaker's Bow, the Dreg's Promise, and the Lord of Wolves. Again, they're still the Year 1 values of attack damage, so you don't want to use them for Year 2 purposes, really, but for Crucible still, or for back and going to nostalgic Year 1 content, it's still good for you. The Hard Light, which is my favorite weapon in the game and does look really freaking sexy, that is available right now, and actually we'll be using it in trials this weekend because it's actually pretty fun to use, and hopefully the map is fitting for this weapon as well. The Hard Praxic Fire Symbiote, with Symbiote and Hard Light brought forward from the Year 1 to Year 2 values this past week, or week and a half ago, I guess now. So those are new. But their Heart of Praxic Fire and Insurmountable Skull Fort have been Year 2 since the Taken King launch, so you'll likely have these already. If you don't, then here's your recommendations for what these exotics will be. The Insurmountable Skull Fort is really fun because they have an additional melee charge. You go around just bashing people constantly, so it's really fun, and it looks freaking awesome. Makes you look like you're freaking in a Daft Punk concert or something. So cosmetically, awesome. Fun, yes, but useful, not really, because when do you ever really melee people an offense situation, especially for PvP? You'll never really get the two melee charges off unless you're like really good at getting up in their business with melees, but then you can kind of just shotgun them or sidearm them or something like that and not really need melee charges that often. It's kind of the same problem with the Young Armcarver's Grasp, I think it's called, or something like that. For the Warlock, you get the double melee charge, and the Seal Armcarver's Grasp for the Hunter. However, the Hunter's Grasp with the double melee charge, those have ranged melees for Hunters. We have throwing knives and smoke bombs, and kind of the blink strikes for Blade Dancer, but let's be real, it's all about the double throwing knife with double smoke bomb. But with melee, ranged melee double charges, not insanely useful. But PvE content, it's a lot of fun to go around and use your double melee charges all over the place. So I'd go for it for PvE usefulness and for fun and for cosmetic purposes. Not really for PvP. Symbiote, this was nerfed when it brought forward to Year 2 a week and a half ago, to where yes, you still gain an additional golden gun shot, so you'll have 4 totals now. However, what it does is when you use this helmet and super, your super naturally drains faster. So there's actually a shorter period that you can have your super activated regardless of you shooting your gun. So that kind of sucks. You get an extra shot, but you have less time to use that extra shot. So in PvP, it's still really freaking useful. You can still kill 4 people with one-hit kills with the golden gun, especially with the Sunbreaker nerfs. Now we can one-shot them, I believe. Might be wrong, but I'm like 90% sure you can still one-shot them in Crucible. I'll double-check it later and let you guys know if you have questions about it. Let me know if you have a question about it, if you want me to follow up on it. But yeah, that's freaking awesome. Even still outside of Sunbreakers, which I'm pretty sure you can still one-shot now, you can one-shot everybody else. So that's freaking awesome, having 4 of those. But yeah, it's not as good as it used to be. And in PvE content, you probably would go with the Celestial Nighthawk. You want to get a 6-shot value in 1-shot burst for like boss fights and majors and stuff like that, because you can like have that instant damage on like bosses and high HP majors, and then go back to doing your other DPSs. So this is not very useful in PvE, but in PvP, it's still pretty good. If you want a golden gun, go with this, or the Young Armcar Spine, which gives you the extra threat mine grenades. The Heart of the Praxic Fire, when Radiance is active, it increases agility and decrease ability cooldowns times. This is actually cool because you can almost constantly throw grenades when you have Heart of Praxic Fire and Radiance active. It's a very short, like maybe even a second at most, time period in between when you have a grenade charge, you throw it, and you have another grenade charge after the throwing animation happens. So like it's almost constant bombardment of like artillery fire grenades, which is a lot of fun. I wouldn't say is the best out there. You'd probably use like Helm of Inmost Light for PvP, or like a Ram, or other options out there for the Warlock. Stuff like the Nothing Manacles, or I guess for Radiance specific gear. That's a good point. For Radiant specific gear, this is probably the best. I'd take this over the not the Heart of Fire. This is it. The Void Fang Vestments, which gives you an extra fusion grenade. You'd want to use Firebolt grenades in PvP. So this is actually probably the best Sunsinger specific gear out there for the Warlocks. However, even still, you have better options out otherwise, as I already mentioned off. In PvE content, obviously you get more grenades, but let's be real, it's not really that useful. So overall, not very useful. The Hard Light, we'll go on to that. That actually got changed a little bit with the added the spray and play perk. What I've experienced in PvE and PvP usages of this weapon, PvE, you want to use spray and play because you're going to go through your entire round all the time killing ads and stuff like that. So if you have spray and play, empty clip, instantly reload. It's a really fast reload. You can see this bar right here is almost maxed naturally. And then you have spray and play on top of that. It's insanely fast reload speed for auto rifles. I do this motion because that's the motion you do when you reload, and I'm trying to illustrate it for you guys. But in PvP, you go with glass half full because there's not very often you'd use your entire clip and you reload in front of people. You usually finish off somebody before the clip's finished, and then you reload before your clip's empty. So you don't really ever use spray and play in PvP. You use glass half full. Also, quick draw is very nice in PvP, whereas fitted stock is more convenient for PvE purposes. So this is a nice all-around weapon for fun in PvP and PvE, and it's very useful. I find a lot of usefulness in PvE and PvP for this gun. So it's probably not the best top-of-the-line option for either, but it's really good and useful in both options. So before I was just biased for a Hard Light, but now it's actually good in my opinion. So awesome. So overall recommendations this week is buy if you don't have it. All of these are just buy if you don't have it. That's always a recommendation. If you have the resources to buy it, go ahead and get it. But not very useful in PvP, but fun in PvE. Awesome in PvP for Golden Gunners, but not very useful in PvE. Harder Praxifier is fairly useful in PvP, is whatever in PvE, so kind of meh overall. And then Hard Light is awesome in both, but not the best in either. So there you go. Overall, don't get it, get it, don't get it, get it. Would be like my opinion. If money doesn't matter, or strange coins don't matter, and you have none of the exotics or whatever, and like just don't get it, get it, don't get it, get it. There you go. That's my recommendations for Xur. Kind of rambled on a little bit, but I'm really freaking tired. I had an early day today and did a lot of adult things, and that took it out of me. So that was that, and I had a full stream today as well. So I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. But I want to get this out to you guys because I freaking love your face. Looking forward to doing some trials carries this weekend and doing some Christmas holiday giveaways this upcoming couple weeks as well. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. And until next time, thanks for watching, citizens.